What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in the video on the channel, and today you can see there are two deep dish pizzas here. If you were unfamiliar or you didn't see this, because this was a couple of months ago, I got pizza sent to me from Goldbelly, from a place called Lou Malnati's, and I really didn't like them. It cost $90 to get these pizzas, and I wasn't very happy considering I paid $90 for pizza that was extremely subpar and I didn't think was the same pizza that they served in Lou Malnati's. So, I'm in Aldi a week ago, and these pop up. So I have these deep dish pizzas from another famous Chicago deep dish place called Gino's East. $8 a piece. So I paid $16 for these, which is kind of an insult to injury, but I got them. I'm going to try them. We're going to see if they're good. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. These took 50 minutes a piece to make in the oven. 50. That's 5 with a 0. And out comes these. I have the, what is this? Crumbled Italian sausage and uncured pepperoni on this side. And then the gooey mozzarella cheese pizza. This is just cheese pizza. Anyway, I've been wasting too much time because people say that I take too long on intros, but I'd like to introduce myself. I just think it's very polite. Whatever. Let's start with, yeah, I'm just going to start with the cheese. Okay, this thing 50 minutes in the oven to make until it's golden brown. We do not eat pizza with a fork here. I guess most people from Chicago don't eat pizza with a fork either, or even eat deep dish pizzas, from what I've heard. Everybody eats bar pies. Nobody eats these, but they've been open for 50 plus and some of them for longer. But no one eats them. Make it make sense. I'm actually pissed off right now, bro. This $8 pizza is better than a $90 pizza I paid for from Goldbelly. It cost me $8 in Aldi's, bro. Now, is it elite? It's okay. Sauce is a little sweet. The cheese to sauce ratio on this is much better. The last one had way too much cheese compared to the sauce. This one's drowning in sauce. The crust is even better too. A little bit more buttery. I'm actually like legitimately pissed off about this. But I gave the last one a 4 out of 10. This one, much higher score with a 7. And now let's get into this sausage and bacon one. The one I got from the last one, the sausage was like super salty and I really didn't like it. It was like the worst of the two. At least the cheese one from the other place was edible. I couldn't even eat the other one. Okay, so let's open the sausage one up. Ton of sausage on here. I can't really see the bacon, but I'm sure it's on there too. Again, this one's better. It's just better. A lot of sausage crumbles on here. It's not overly salty. A little bit more of like the fennel Italian sausage that I expected on the first one. That one's even better. Considering these are $8 frozen pizzas, they are incredible. If I'm judging them on real Chicago deep dishes, I wouldn't say they're great. For a frozen pizza, $8, I'm not mad at that at all. On a frozen pizza scale, I'd give this a 9. On a regular pizza scale, I'd probably give this a 5. Just so it's relative. I'm actually upset, bro. Like, I'm legitimately mad. And here's the crazy thing. I'm going to show y'all this. I actually have a backup pizza because I thought this pizza was going to be a bag of doo-doo. I'm not joking with you. I got to clear it out. The pizza's over here. Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. You know how we do things. We do things in one take as much as we possibly can. So here we go. I have a reheated Wawa pizza here. Yeah. I actually have a Wawa pizza that I had last night. And normally I give this away after I take 1 or 2 slices. So you can kind of see the aftermath here of what it normally is for me when I do meals I record. But I kept it just in case this pizza sucked. Like, I literally just kept the pizza. You know, I put it in the fridge, and then I just put it in the oven for 10 minutes at 350 because I really thought it was going to be trash. But this is a Wawa pizza. Yeah, so I'm going to eat the Wawa pizza. I'm going to have 1 slice. I'm stupid, and I forgot to press record again. When I'm not recording in my normal setup, I get so confused, bro. But I'm getting used to this one. I do like this setup because it just seems a little bit more chill. But look at the cheese pull you get on this. You get a nice little cheese pull. I ain't gonna much lie to you. But this is a reheated version. I never get to try their pizza reheated. So it's interesting to see how it holds up. It's okay. I think it's more because they don't put a lot of sauce on their pizza. Like, I get no sauce on my pizza. I didn't ask for extra cheese or anything. But I'll just lift this up. Like, legitimately, there's no sauce on here. And it takes away. It's just a super cheesy pizza. Full disclosure. Last week, Like I forget what day it doesn't matter. Over the weekend, I had to go to like a gathering, a party, and they ordered pizza. Now this place was in the middle of nowhere compared to where I live. Like it was out in like, if you understand New Jersey, once you leave this county and you start going out west, it just turns into the woods. Like legitimately, it's like the forest more or less. And I went to this party, and they ordered like 10 pizzas for everybody. Now, normally when I go to public gatherings and stuff like that, I don't know everybody, but some people know me, and it always turns into a conversation about like this job. So once it got out there and somebody said something, of course they made me bite a slice of pizza, and I had to try the pizza. I took literally one bite. It tasted like this. Like it was from a pizzeria though, and it was like super cheesy with no sauce, and like I had a pepperoni slice, but it was just like little pieces, pepperoni, like just like these, really really thin. Yeah, there's this, and the crust had like no, like the chew was off, and they were like, "This is the best pizza place around here." And I was just like, "Wow, like this is what people have to eat." Like, I know I have a pizza bias because of where I live, but if you're from this area and you've ever ventured out and had pizza in places that don't really do pizza like this, it's like crazy the difference. I couldn't believe how it tasted like this. So I get why people have more of a relation to Wawa pizza and chain pizza because it's what you're used to, and maybe you think I rate my like mom and pop pizzas around here too high. But if you've ever been to like the tri-state area, which is like again, the tri-state area is broad. There's a bunch of them. But if you've ever been to like the tri-state area, I'm just picking the sauces off this. Can I take another bite of this? Take another bite of this. I don't like eating this because it's too heavy. I don't want to eat too much of it. And I don't cut one slice because I'm going to give the rest away. But the tri-state area here, there's a bunch of them. Here is New York City, northern New Jersey, and then Connecticut, the western part. And it's called the tri-state area. The pizza here is different and just like, it's so much better than if you live in the middle of nowhere. I know there's other places that do good pizza. I'm not saying there's no good pizza in the country. I like Chicago style, and that includes the deep dish, but also as well as like the bar pies that they serve. I have friends that are from Chicago, being I went to school in the Midwest, so some people came from that area, so I've been there. And obviously there's good pizza, in other places. Detroit makes good pizza. New Haven makes good pizza. There's other parts of the country too, but if you're not near a place that serves good pizza, like this is the best you can get. And I get that now. Even more when I tried this place in the middle of nowhere. And this was Jersey, but again, it's like Western Jersey. And I was like, wow, bro. They're like, it's good, right? And I'm like, I mean, it's okay. And they're like, it's the best pizza around here. And I'm just like, it was like super cheesy like this. Like there's so much cheese on this compared to what we have. And like no sauce. Which was kind of a good thing because the sauce there was even worse. But it's a stark contrast. I don't know how we got on the topic of pizza considering I'm eating. I guess that makes sense, but if you've never been to a place that makes good pizza, like, and you think your pizza around you is good, I'm not saying it isn't, but if you haven't got the opportunity to go to a place that's known for pizza, like you got it for the one time. It has to be done. I'm so spoiled from that. People like, why are you always doing pizza places? Because we have so many. And I'm not joking with you. From my actual, where I am sitting right now, if you made a circle, 1 mile in each direction, like just a concentric circle, and another, and within 1 mile of my house, and I've looked this up, there are 12 pizzerias. I have not reviewed them all now, but there are 12 pizzerias. If you go in another circle, the number triples. It goes up to like 48. I'm saying this off the top of my head, but it is like that many pizzerias. And within 5 miles, I'll put it this way again. All these places, these pizzerias I've reviewed, all these restaurants I've reviewed, I can only think of maybe 4 or 5 that are not within a 5 mile radius. That's how much food is here. I be trying to put this stuff into like perspective for people, but that's why it's like people like, you need to travel out. And I haven't even hit everything up that's here. So sometimes I'm just like, what would be the difference? You know what I mean? Because I personally believe that if you're I don't have an expert opinion on other places. Obviously, I have an opinion, but I've always noticed, and I've seen this from so many different people who do food blogs. I know a lot of people who in the food content space. When those people go to other people's cities to review places, 99% of the time people get mad. I mean, and I'm saying almost virtually every time. That's how bad it is. Every single time I've seen one of my mutuals, when I say mutuals, like we follow each other on socials, every time they go to places, LA, Miami, New York, Chicago, doesn't matter. When they review something and they say they don't like it, the people that are locals get pissed off and say, you're going to the wrong places, you're going to the wrong places, you're going to the wrong... It's every single... That just doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't deal with that as much here. People will suggest different places, but I don't, because I'm from here. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not just like an expert opinion, but I guess you could call me an expert because, again, I'm from here. I've lived this. I am this. Like, the way I talk, the way I act, it's very New Jersey. And that part of that culture that I'm a part of makes me more of an expert. And I'm saying that in quotes. There's no such thing as an expert when it comes to these things, but unless you're like, you get what I'm saying. But it gave me much more of an opinion where I can formulate and go, okay, well, this isn't as good as this place, I grew up eating some of these places I've gone on here, and I'm going to travel, but this question is asked so many times, and I've talked about this on stream, but I always try to clarify things for everybody, because people like, you don't have to explain yourself. I don't have to explain myself. I like to explain myself. I like to be transparent, and I like to be honest. But the thought of traveling and just dealing with that part, they all tell me how annoying and not fun it is. And I understand it from a local's perspective because, again, I've had it happen here. For example, I know people are very familiar with Dave Portnoy and his pizza reviews and everything else. He's reviewed places that I have been to my entire life. And my first thought when he went there was he went there and got a cheese pizza. Like, he got plain pie. You know what I mean? Like, that is not what we do here. And what I'm saying is one of the specific places he went to is known for their Sicilian. That's what they're known for. So everybody goes, they get a Sicilian from this place. And I'm not going to give you names and stuff because I don't think it's important. And I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. But it's known for their Sicilian. He walked in, he got it because he gets the same pizza everywhere he gets. That's what the uniform is. So he didn't like the pizza. And I was like, I get why he didn't like it. But I looked at the comment section and everybody was like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You went to get that. You're stupid. You get what I'm saying? Because people don't really look outside of their own... he's not from here. How the hell would he know that? And people say, oh, you should ask the locals. Like, the locals is one person out of millions. So, let's just say you asked and there was a poll, and this is where it gets tough. I'm trying to explain to people where we come from, because there's a lot of people that just don't understand, just because you have a different opinion doesn't make him an idiot. Just because your opinion's not the same as mine doesn't make me dumb or you dumb. Some people don't really get that, and they just think blindly, and they go, oh, that's cap, that pizza sucks. I hear it I get this, and they're like, oh, well, I went to, a week ago, I went to a place called Slap Burgers. I really like the food. A lot of people like the food. But if you look in the comment section, on not just this, but the shorts, and on other platforms, so many people, that's cap, I went there, fries are trash, overcooked. Like, that doesn't make it a lie. It just means your experience sucked and mine didn't. You get what I'm saying? But I can understand if you go someplace and you order the wrong thing, people order the plain pizza from that pizza place. It's not like everybody does it. But again, the people I know doesn't mean everybody. But most people I know get the Sicilian. But maybe he didn't ask those people. Maybe he asked the people there. Maybe the people there are like, a lot of people order the plain. So it's tough sometimes. And I personally I don't like dealing with like the BS like that. And again, I've talked to so many people who do the traveling stuff, the traveling car reviews everybody loves and enjoys, and I'm integrating more car stuff. But they're not having a good time. They'll never tell you this. And again, that's why I'm not being specific, but there are hundreds of people that are doing this, going around the country doing it. So don't be like, oh, you're talking, no. Don't do that. I'm divulging shit very loosely, but a lot of them are not having fun. And for me, I love doing this. I don't want to do it if it's not fun. So I'm not saying anybody bullied me away from doing it, but in my head I was like, bro, that's see, I told y'all, like, do what you're used to. But I wanted to address that, just because I know a lot of people ask about stuff like that, and I get it. Like, I get where y'all are coming from, because it's like the popular thing to do right now. But that's just not, I'm going to do more, but I'm not just going to turn into a person who's traveling the country. That's not me. I got to have fun doing this. And the crazy part is, I've explained this a billion times, but I'm going to say it again. You guys dictate the content. You always have. If certain types of videos do well, you see more of those videos. I've integrated more cooking videos in because people are enjoying them. So I have no problem doing them. Even though I hate cooking. You don't understand. I'd be sweating in here. It's not fun. But I don't mind doing stuff if people want to see it. My niche, from the minute I started this channel, the day one I started this channel back in 2020, my niche has always been chain restaurants. That is what gets the most views. It's what gets the most engagement. It is what drives my channel. It is how I grew my channel. I'm not going to go away from chain restaurants when that's what people want to see. If you look at my last 10, if you don't know how YouTube works, algorithms, the last 10 basically means your last 10 videos, how did it do amongst the other ones? So out of these last 10, is it the first in views, the first, or the 10th? Every time I do chain restaurants, it is up on the top. 1 through 3. Every single time. Yesterday I did Applebee's, it's up at the top. Texas Roadhouse was up at the top. Popeyes, Wingstop, Papa John's up at the top. And I get why. We have a common denominator no matter where you are. You probably have a Papa John's or a Domino's or a Popeyes near you. So it's a lot more stuff you can relate to, which I completely understand. When I do cooking videos, historically speaking, they're always at the bottom. So I stopped. I said, okay, one day I bought all this Trader Joe's stuff. Let's add it in. I was doing the videos from restaurants. Like when I was going, not restaurants, but like chains, like grocery stores. Couldn't think of the name. They weren't doing well. I stopped doing them. They were by far, they cost me the most money to make, right? Because I was spending $200 at grocery stores, and people weren't watching them. So I stopped. I just want people to know that, like, I do take constructiveness, but at the end of the day, like, you guys are dictating that. When I do car videos, most of them don't do that well. Not compared to the chain restaurant videos. I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot because certain people want to see certain... I'm just explaining to y'all again. Traveling will happen, but I'm trying to keep a variety in my content. But at the end of the day, if there's new stuff at a chain restaurant, I'm going to do it. And if I want to do something at a chain restaurant, I'm going to do it. Because that's what you guys want to see. And again, when I say you guys, that means the entire crowd. It does not mean you personally. I know there's certain people that watch everything, and I'm so grateful for that. You have no idea. The fact that I can make a living doing this, I know I'm talking too much. It's great. I love it. So don't think that I'm saying this in a like offended. I'm not at all. I'm telling y'all again, any person who makes content, I hope they're listening to their audience. And your audience votes by how much they watch. Longest watch times, longest in engagement, most comments, most likes, most shares, most views. Those things are how you dictate where your content goes. So when people say, oh, well, he eats so much chicken because y'all watch chicken. That's why I eat it. Because if I do sushi, which I like sushi, I've done maybe 2 sushi videos. No one likes sushi because a lot of people don't like it. You get what I'm saying? So when people are like, oh, bring back the sushi videos, I can't. Because that's not what people want to see. When this became my job, y'all dictated it. And I love that. It's awesome. So I listen to my analytics. But that's going to be the end of the video, man. These pizzas, honestly, are light years ahead of the Illuminati's. I can't believe it. I know I talk so damn much, but one, I didn't want to overeat like heavy-ass pizza. But I'm still going to give this and these slices away. Yeah, we'll be back, man. Tomorrow, more content. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.